going on, guys? XSR Detroit here with another Ford Maverick part install video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Bulletpoint mounting system Rubigrid. Now, I've been on the fence whether or not I wanted a cell phone mount. When I got the truck, I didn't initially think that I really needed one, but I've done a few road trips with the truck and I realized that it's something that I wanted to have. And while there are a lot of options out there for cell phone mounts for this truck, I think this is probably the best one. It's kind of comically over-engineered, so let's get it out of the box and see what we're working with. We're gonna start out with the big box. The big boxes are always extra fun. Let's see what we got. Our instructions, of course. The mounting system. This is gonna go on top of the trim on the dashboard. Very nice. Very high quality. So this is where we're going to be mounting everything on top. I'm going to go ahead and set this aside. We've got our mounting ball. Just going to warn you guys, there's going to be a lot of ball talk in this episode. Basically, you mount the ball wherever you want on the grid, which is one of the things I really like about this system. You can kind of put it anywhere. For instance, if I want it to the right of the touch screen, I can put it over here. If I want it to the left of the touch screen, we can put it over here or whatever. And the thing is there's a good amount of room for other accessories like, I don't know, GoPros, communication stuff, maybe a radar detector. It really just depends if it's compatible with their mounts, which they have a ton of different mounts. So, I mean, the sky's the limit with this, which despite the fact that I'm only really using it for a phone, I mean, you could do a lot with these, but let's move on. We got some stuff in here. Oh, I got some tool. There's a bullet in here. What is this? It's a bottle opener. This is sick. It's shaped like a bullet. That is too cool. I'm gonna put this in my glove box. You know, for when I'm drinking my Mexican Cokes, I guess. Keep it in my storage spot in the tailgate for cracking beers with the boys. This is pretty cool. I'm into this. This is fun. We got a trim tool. Very cool. Probably not going to use it, but you know, nice. A keychain. Cool. Again, maybe I'll use it. Probably not. We got a bit, little wrench, and a little screwdriver. I mean, this thing comes with everything. Looks like more mounting hardware. Very cool. Or this is probably the mounting hardware for the actual mount. Very cool. You get quite a bit. You know, the mount total costs about $109 shipped, which is expensive for if you're just using it for a cell phone mount, but they definitely don't skimp on anything, and everything feels to be very high quality. Very nice. Got another box here. Let's open this up. Ah, now this I'm very excited for. Look at this red carbon fiber. Isn't that sick? So when you buy the standard kit, at least for the Maverick kit, this will be black. It has kind of a blue hue to it on the stock kit. Instead of buying the kit itself, I broke the kit up into pieces because I really wanted this red carbon fiber, and I really hope the camera is like doing this justice. But man, that is just beautiful. Of course, my Maverick is hot pepper red. I wanted to put a little personality. I think this cost me like an extra 10 bucks to just swap out for the color carbon fiber. Very cool. And of course, we have our mounting end bits so we can attach it to our ball, get some ball play going. We've got a end for each end. But yeah, I just really enjoy this. This is just very aesthetically pleasing to me. Last but not least, we have our mounting system for the phone. Now here's the thing. With this system, you've got these ball end, right? Like I said, a lot of ball talk. I almost said ball play. A lot of ball talk in this video today. You've got some flexibility with this, right? So this is a MagSafe mount. They do have a traditional cell phone mount that, like, you know, you slide your phone into, it clips in or whatever. And I thought that was cool, but I would rather go the MagSafe route just because my phone is MagSafe. It's also a fucking chunker. I mean, this is an S24 Ultra. This is a big phone, especially with the case. So to me, it's just simpler to pop the phone on magnetically and also easier to just pop it off than using a traditional cell phone mount. And it's also nice because my wife has an iPhone, which also has a MagSafe case. So it's just easier, simpler. I think it's cool, but yeah, you've got some options as far as the cell phone mounts, and I mean mounting anything you want to really mount anyway. But yeah, I thought this was cool. Nope, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. There we go. Pretty slick, right? So now that we've seen the kit, it's time to move on to installation. We're gonna go ahead and grab a trim tool and hop in the truck. The first step of the installation is to remove this trim piece. I'm just gonna very gently, this is tight. This is very tight. Come in here by the screen and gently start working this up. There we go. First break. Yep. Be careful because I think these are held in with plastic, so don't bust anything. If that area feels tight, apply a gentle bit of leverage. Uh-oh, something popped. All right, so I did lose one of the bits. Hopefully I can find this. Unfortunately, these plastic clips are like, you kind of pop them in. They're not really made to be removed, but that's okay because we have the trim piece off. In a past life, I worked on a lot of Ford interiors, so I'm pretty good at taking them apart. I actually pulled some plastic to go and retrieve this. It took like 5 minutes, surprisingly, because it went straight to the floor, luckily. But yeah, as you can see, these are plastic. These are very fragile. Try your best not to, you know, pop them off. Luckily, nothing's broken, so it's not a big deal. A bit annoying, but yeah, that's definitely something you're gonna need to you know, be careful with when you're getting this trim off, but the trim is off, so we are ready to move on. Starting out, I'm going to remove these Phillips head fasteners from the Rubigrid so we can get the base separated. Just take that off. We got this here. We're gonna go ahead and grab our trim piece and set this inside. And from the looks of things, we want to make sure we get this right. We're going to go ahead and grab our Rubigrid and place it into the trim. Make sure that's lined up nicely. And we're going to use the included screwdriver to mark on the trim where we're going to drill our mounting holes. I don't know if you can really see this on the camera, but we got a hole here, 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 and here. I don't know if that's helpful to you, but we are ready to drill into the trim piece. Go ahead, grab your drill, the supplied bit, your trim, and drill a hole in each of the spots that you marked. Beautiful. Go ahead and grab your Rubigrid. We're going to take these 3 Phillips heads out so we can mount the frame to the trim. And as you see, the holes line up perfectly. On the bottom of the Rubigrid mount, we have this adhesive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray down the trim real quick, clean up some of the plastic, make sure there's no dust in there before I peel that and we adhere it to the trim piece. Just gonna do a rough fit to make sure I'm on point, and we're good. We're looking great. So we're ready to peel off this cover. All right, very nice. We've got our hardware here in this baggie. We've got our mounting hardware here, a Phillips head fastener, a washer, and a nut. Now this washer is actually gonna go on the bottom of the trim piece, so it's just gonna be the Phillips head sticking out. Don't put the washer on top here. Make sure you're putting it on the bottom. Using our supplied wrench and screwdriver, we're gonna tighten these down. Now we get to the fun part. We get to decide where we're gonna be putting our mounting ball before we put the plate on the rest of the trim. I think I'm gonna put it to the right as far as I can go, so it'll be next to the touchscreen on the passenger side. I mean, there's no wrong answer to doing this. I mean, you can put anything wherever you want. So I think I'm gonna fasten this down, put it on the truck and see how I feel about it. And if I wanna make any changes, we'll decide then. But for now, I think this right over here on the side is where I'm gonna put it. Got that mounted. So we're gonna go ahead and put this plate back on the top. And with that, our trim piece is ready to go back on the truck. Go ahead and grab your trim piece. I noticed that this lip kind of went in to the touchscreen backing. So I'm gonna kind of try and swoop it in a little and see if that goes in a little easier. If not, we'll just force it. Okay, this looks good. Pop that down, and it doesn't get much easier than that. So great, we got our mount installed. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my arm here, loosen this up, and we're gonna put this like that. Tighten it up a little. Leave that there for now. Grab our MagSafe mount. Tighten that up. Okay, now we can start making adjustments. I think I like it right there. Tighten that up. This feels very solid. Now, of course, we're gonna have to test fit it. So let's pop the phone on there. Oh yeah, very cool. Let's see if my charge cable reaches. It does. Very nice. Now, I mentioned in my Maverick review that I couldn't find a use for this cubby, and I still can't, so I really don't care if it's covered like this. But yeah, I really like this. This is cool. Maybe I could turn the screen to, oh yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and just take a look-see. That looks very good. All right, I think we're in business. That's it for the install. A very simple, easy process. Probably take you like 20 minutes maybe, providing that you remember to charge your drill batteries, which I did not. So I spent, you know, probably another 20 minutes just hanging out in my garage waiting for that to charge up. I was gonna do like a long-term review on it, but for something like this, I don't really feel like that's necessary. Everything from the packaging to the parts themselves feel very premium. I mean, this isn't a cheap accessory, but I think it's worth the money. The value is definitely there. Everything is very nice. I mean, I just cannot stop staring at this red carbon fiber. It just looks so good. I'm glad I spent a little bit extra and got that. And the thing is too, is I've got a lot of grid space left, so in the future, if I want to add accessories, that's always an option. Overall, very cool. I appreciate the little extra goodies, like the Bullet bottle opener is pretty cool, a keychain. I mean, that's kind of nice. I mean, you know, for the money you spend, you do get some little extras, and it's cool that it includes every single tool aside from the drill that you'll need. I mean, it has everything. Take it out of the box, grab your drill, and drill into the trim of your $40,000 truck and go for it. But yeah, I think it's cool. I'm glad I went with MagSafe. Pulling the phone off is just as simple as twisting it off. It pops right back on, and it's not moving. The mount itself is very sturdy, very impressive. I'm glad I spent a little bit of extra money and got a really good mount out the gate. As far as the mounting position, I'm happy with it. You know, I've got this cubby over here I'm not doing anything with, so it's pretty much covered it. And very cool. I like that I can have like Google Maps pulled up full screen. I can have my Spotify here. I listen to like a lot of like YouTube content. So, you know, if I'm listening to my true crime, murder, decapitation, interrogation podcasts, I can just pull that up real quick and make sure I'm focused on the road, and it's a lot less distracting. I think it looks pretty cool too. So overall, very impressive stuff. Full transparency, I paid out of pocket for this. This wasn't provided to me. Unfortunately, I don't have a discount code for you or anything. I just paid out of pocket, and I definitely feel like I got my money's worth. A very cool product, and I definitely encourage you, if you're looking for a phone mount, or perhaps if you're into like overlanding and you've got a lot of accessories, there's a good amount of space on this thing. And the cool thing is the top of this trim on the dash, I never used it for anything anyway, so it's not like I lost anything from adding this to the truck. Overall, very cool, very happy. It's going to be a great accessory for the many road trips I have coming up, and I love it. I think it's great. But thank you guys for watching, as always. You know, I truly appreciate everybody that watches the videos, and I will see you in the next one.